kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The give to the tailback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route, they break on it, they go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
The give to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
He'll take it himself. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. And the Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. Down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. A designed run for the quarterback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got it on the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'll go with a direct snap. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him. But great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Going for it all. He's got it down the right side. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Clemson is quick to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He fires one deep down the right side.
Nice job by the defense there. Away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Using the quick game. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. He wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Tigers. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. He breaks the tackle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes his connection.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Right down the middle. It's caught. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Snap it to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Grabs it in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to survey the field and take shots down the field and make huge plays.
They'll throw it on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Now on the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback, who makes a sure tackle.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Number 82 with the catch in the end zone.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Trying to march in. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Just going to keep it after the snap. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. He'll try the right side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to pound it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Quarterback checking off. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. The Cuse is in the house. Syracuse is pouring it on right now with an offensive performance we haven't seen since some of the legendary 44s. They're up 14 over Charlotte. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Direct snap. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going deep. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Fair catch called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. A handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
He's back to throw on second down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Complete downfield. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. With jet sweep pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pressure coming. That one comes out hot down the right side. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Got it. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover, man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Feeling some heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Come on.
Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Come on.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. 4th down, gotta have it here. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover.